Hi, Bill Anderson for the Trudy Haynes Show, live here from City Hall, and we're giving you the recap on all of the different things that are going on in the city and the state. Some of the key issues that we're looking at in this report are some of the budget concerns that the city and the state are dealing with because of some of the issues in terms of the need for budget cuts and Governor Corbett being a little resistant to reduce the dollars. Some of the different elected officials have gotten together looking for support from people in the community to try to move the governor just a little bit. There have been cuts to education, there have been cuts to several other issues, and now things like privatization are being addressed. We went and spent some time with Senator Vincent Hughes to find out his take on just what the community needs to do and exactly what needs to happen for Governor Corbett, perhaps, to loosen the purse strings just a little bit.
You know, once you get beyond the ideology stuff, then it becomes a political conversation. And where do the masses think the best ideas lie? We think the larger population of people in Pennsylvania believe that when you invest in people, when you put people first, then everybody's going to be better. He doesn't necessarily believe that. We've moved the governor a little bit, all right? We're probably going to have to move him a lot more. That will require the general public just kind of stepping up and stepping into the conversation.
In keeping with the concerns as it relates to budget cuts and some of the issues that the state is facing, one of the major things on the table is widespread privatization. Privatization of the lottery system, privatization of the state liquor store system, even privatization of the schools. The governor seems to think, and some of his counterparts in Harrisburg seem to think, that if you can privatize a lot of things throughout the city and the state, then you may be able to save dollars. Ryan Boyer, the business manager from the Laborers District Council, stopped by my radio show, and we asked Ryan what he thought about this move towards privatization. Is it a good thing for the city of Philadelphia, the state of Pennsylvania, specifically as it relates to the proposal to privatize the state liquor stores?
I think that the liquor stores in particular needs to stay a state entity because there's no incentive now to sell to underage people trying to get alcohol. And also, those are good jobs, good pensions, good annuities, good everything for the worker. And, you know, you have no high social costs. When you privatize stuff, you pay less wages, people don't have the benefits, so the state ends up paying a back doorway. You know, privatization on the whole is a bad thing for Pennsylvania workers.
Perhaps the largest controversy facing the city of Philadelphia is concerns over public education. There have been several groups coming together doing their own investigations, trying to figure out what the next step is towards the improvement of public education. As you know, the SRC and the school district have come together to figure out and present their own plan, and now they are facing their own budget issues, their budget deadline that they're going to have to address. They've cut back on extracurricular activities, cut back on some of the salaries. People have received pink slips, and now there's a widespread proposal to decentralize the district, as well as expand the role of charter schools. The voucher debate right now seems to not be the one that is gaining any steam, but this decentralization that was proposed, looking for charter schools to take on a more active role, to expand to as many as 20 or 25, and to see a larger percentage of the students in the city attending charter schools, that's now on the table. It's been met with, I should say, widespread opposition, several community groups coming together, and now it remains to be seen whether or not this whole movement towards charter schools will be in the best interest of the Philadelphia School District.
And I know that this system works. But when you have cuts that come from Harrisburg that gut our system, it's not fair. We need to fix this, we need to fix it now, and I know that we can do this. I know that this is something that we can do that will make a difference in the lives of all of our children. When you talk about a city like Philadelphia where nearly a third of our residents are living in poverty, this is something that will fix that. When we talk about public education, it will address poverty, it will address crime, it will address blight, it will address so many of the things that we need to see happen here in Philadelphia. But we need help, we need it from Harrisburg, and we need for them to step up to the plate right now.
And that was Councilwoman Cindy Bass in an impromptu press conference that was pulled together by her and her council colleagues, offering their support for workers and showing their opposition to decentralizing the school district. So there you have it, folks. We've got all sorts of issues going on in the city and state. We'll continue to give you all the background information that you'll only get if you're watching the Trudy Haynes Show here on Bounce TV. I'm Bill Anderson, Word Radio host for the Trudy Haynes Show. Have a great day.